Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. This video is unscripted, and I think it's time I start talking about this. It's been coming up a lot lately, and it really becomes something I want to talk about more, which is, how to say this? Well, the topic I was going to talk about with the TED Talk was basically women, stop competing, you're killing yourselves. That doesn't capture it fully, but let me start with that. Ladies, if you're watching this video, men, if you're watching this video, about the ladies you know about, ladies, you've been sold a bill of goods. You have been taught, educated, hypnotized by propaganda, by the media, by society, that to succeed in this world, you've got to act like men. Which is why the whole inequality stuff shows up, which is why the whole wage gap thing is becoming an issue, because you're trying to do what men do and it doesn't work, because you're not meant to do it that way. You have a gift and a skill set that far exceeds what we mere men mortals can do. I'll get to that in a minute. But what I'm really clear about is that, and I'm using actually, going to use last night's first debate, so you get a timeline, that happened because some comments were made, and I didn't watch the debate. I just watched the comments about the debate, so secondhand. But what I was watching, in fact, was a friend of mine's talk. She was on KTLA this morning. I might tip my hat to Robin, talking about body language and behavior. And she said about Hillary Clinton when Trump was doing things that she was really being meek and mild at times, and she wasn't going to step up. Now, someone's comment I saw earlier on Facebook was about how if she had basically done to Trump what he did to her, she would have been labelled all sorts of negative things like the B word and arrogant and unladylike and stuff like that. And the double standard sucks. But the thing is, this is the crux of the problem, as it were. Men and women are different, obviously, but yet we don't seem to treat each other that way. And it's a sticky one to get into, so I'm hoping this is going to be clear as I get into this, because I don't have a script, as I said, so this is going to go where it goes. But what I'm very clear about is, in the work I do with women, coaching, and also in my past relationships and women I've dealt with so many times over the years, that when you're in your masculine, when you're out of alignment with your feminine, one, your health will eventually suck. That's a fact of life. Your hormone balance, your immune system, and a friend of mine talks about this too, Diane, my friend. But when you're in your masculine too much, you end up becoming dysfunctional physically. Your body doesn't support you because your body's feminine. Most of the time. Sorry, your feminine archetype most of the time in your female body. That would think about right. I'll rephrase that. Your female body doesn't function well when it's masculine energy running it. That's what I'm trying to say. But when you're in your feminine, that's full alignment, full expression, and it's when you're fully alive. In the world, we haven't, to this point on the Western world, really supported the feminine expression. Call it the goddess, call it the priestess, call it the queen, call it whatever you want. But the feminine energy is, frankly, underserved, underexpressed, and it is what will, without being fully expressed, will be the end of our planet. What I mean is, the feminine is the caretaker of this planet. The feminine energy is what will help us as a culture, as a race, as a world survive and thrive. The masculine energy is about getting things done, but also it's about emptying out, finishing up, being a void, being dead. That's the masculine completion. Well, that doesn't serve the planet. The feminine energy, which is life, vitality, movement, light, that does serve the planet in a much bigger way, and we need the feminine energy interwoven with, complementary to, and in equal standing with the masculine in the world. Women don't start wars, men do, because, and I'm going to say this clearly, the masculine is competitive. The masculine is combative. The masculine is mine, mine, mine. Well, that's the macho, actually, not the masculine, excuse me, let me rephrase that. The macho energy, which is the undeveloped masculine, is mine, mine, mine. Competitive, gotta win, screw you, my way, the highway. That creates separation, that creates war, that creates battles. The feminine energy in its full expression is about sisterhood, is about collaboration, is about working together, which is not going to cause wars. In fact, it will end them. I think you get my point here. My work with the women, which is extending now beyond the area of helping them find healthy, honourable, respecting relationships they deserve, because women haven't had that as much as they could in this world. I'm speaking generally here. Is that the women in this world are being limited by the structure that we've created, whether self-imposed or taken on by society. There are women out there which I love dearly, the ones I know, who are free to speak their own minds, do their own thing, and live fully in the world, and I'm grateful for that. Myself, I am much more about helping women remember who they are in their feminine, expressing their gifts and making a difference in the world. That was really the point I wanted to make. I mean, I was going to do a longer video, but I guess that's really the essence of this. Watching what's happening with Hillary Clinton, and I did a post. I posted something a few weeks back that was I guess it may have been a fake article, but about Michelle Obama considering running for Senate after she gets out of the White House to keep the kids in school in DC, etc., etc. Anyway, I put one line on top of that as my post, and I said, it stirred up all sorts of stuff, that Michelle would be our first feminine president of the United States. It blew up in upsets and comments and stuff. And people were like, right, Hillary, and I didn't say who I was comparing against intentionally, but the result was pot stirring. And some men called me a sexist asshole. Now I'm saying that Michelle is feminine. I don't know what part of that would be sexist or an asshole, so go figure. But I'm realizing that when I talk about this stuff, it's going to cause some upset with some people. Maybe more men than women, I don't know. But ladies out there, if you're watching this, I hope this is making sense to you. And men, if you're watching this, grow up, please. That's what I'm doing, working on and growing all the time. I would invite other men as brothers to do the same thing. Step out of the macho into the masculine. Be in service and honoring of the feminine in the world, in your partnerships, in your families. Yeah, that's my message. And that's the work I'm stepping into more and more. So what I'm getting to more than anything else is that I'm in service to the divine feminine in women all over the world. I don't know how it looks yet. I got a feeling it's going to be bigger than this video. And it's going to be something that, may stir the pot. But then I've never backed down from that. I'm certainly going to start now. If you want to find out more about me, go to my website, barryselby.com. If you want to reach me there, you can click on the chat button to send a message to me. Follow me on social media. My social media is all the same. And please, love yourself more than you did yesterday. Love others more than you did yesterday. Let's change the paradigm we're playing in. Let's change the direction we're going in. And let's change this us against them mentality. We're all losing if we do that. Okay, that's my soapbox. I'm getting down from it now, and I'll talk to you later.